Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome back to Kip Plays DanganRonpa. I just plopped my butt down in the chair and decided to do this. I can't even remember what the last thing we did was, but here we go. So I laid down in bed. I guess we were about to lay down. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. Right, we put Alter Ego in that special room to connect them to the network. So before long at all, time to go night-night. I had completely dozed off. Uh-oh, who's that? Huh? Oh no, nothing good happens at night. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Ay, caramba. Who is it? Rattle.
Makoto.
Oh. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Huh? Oh no, it sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Hey there, Hina, what's up? Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Oh no! Sakura! Oh no, hold on, Q, right? Yeah, Q takes the text away. Oh no, it looks like there's a little handkerchief on the ground there with blood on it and something broken on the ground. Oh no, Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. Does it seem like Aoi is a little more calm here than you'd expect? I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why...
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Oh no, I'm hoping it's not whoever got in a fight with Sakura's body pressing up against the door. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? I mean, she would have to be because we all see her, and wouldn't that trigger a body discovery announcement? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom! In the classroom! Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... Oh no! Oh no, not Sakura. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then, and of course, for such a warrior, well, I don't know, for her to die looking so peaceful, that doesn't seem right.
A body had been discovered.
Oh no.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
You know he's always excited to press that button to play that message. Ay caramba, Monokuma. Oh, I don't like Aoi crying there. Huh?
Sakura's.
Oh,
Sakura's
not good.
dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. Yikes, and then there's that hopeful peak sign there ironically. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. Oh no. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Dang it. Dang it. I did not think it was going to be Sakura this go-round. I thought maybe someone was going to try to kill Sakura and then Sakura would kill in self-defense or something. I don't know. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre! Can we agree maybe to not call her that right now? I mean, she's dead. Let's show a little respect, Hagakure. Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. Wait, why only one of those three?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Oh no. Jeez.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that,
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Oh, right, because she was rebelling against being the traitor. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then...
other words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Cause even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So, I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blacken is this time, I owe you one.
Wait a minute, what? What do you mean you don't know who it was, Monokuma?
What is this?
You owe them one.
Whoopsie! Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What did that mean? You heard him, he said that even he didn't know who it was, right? I think I need a sip of my Wild Cherry Pepsi. This video is not sponsored by Wild Cherry Pepsi, but hey, they could be watching. Probably not. What the hell? Who owes them one?
I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Hina?
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Wait, what? Then it's settled. Let's all begin, shall we? Wait a minute. What did I just read there? Hold on a minute. Oh wait, is it... Do I press 2? Okay. Byakuya says... Okay, then Hina is guard number 1. We need one more. Oh, okay. Why in the world would you make Kyoko a second guard whenever she is the best at... Or one of the best next to us, probably, in getting clues? I feel like you should let her go and investigate. Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her.
So, in this moment, yes, I feel bad for Aoi, and I feel awful that Sakura is dead, but why is it that Aoi specifically doesn't want the three of them anywhere near the body? And Aoi seemed pretty calm in the beginning whenever we met up with her. I don't know. From a critical point of view, I feel like they could be setting her up to be the killer, actually, but you know, this is all blind for me at this point, so I don't know.
Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
Clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me.
Ay, he's so entitled.
By the way, it's interesting. I thought that the murders in each chapter would happen on the new floors that open up, but this murder happened on the 3rd floor, right?
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you, Hero, do you really object?
If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
Those drops of sweat on your forehead say something different there.
It's all clear now.
And then it's decided.
Nothing's
Calm
decided.
down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory.
fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body? Oh no, that's not the right thing to say right now, Tagami.
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. Oh, there's blood over by the magazine rack back there too. Interesting. Oh, and it looks like rose petals behind her. What's that about? It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. And without further ado, here we go, friends. Investigation begin. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. Yeah, 3rd floor. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Ugh. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
So,
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. Oh no, I didn't understand what she was getting at earlier, but she's right. There's no other entrance that I know of unless there's a hidden entrance into the rec room. So the fact that the door was was locked. Ooh, yikes. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. Okay, let's think back. Whenever we got in the room before Toko and Hagakure and Tagami came in, oh, it was Asahina that went to get them. I don't know, something seems fishy about Asahina in this one to me, friends. Who knows though. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like, oh, that's that's Makoto. So if we broke the door, blah blah blah, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Yeah, sure. Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. Oh, alright, break it down for us, Kyoko. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. Oh. What if Kyoko's ultimate talent is that she writes murder mysteries? Would that be too close to Toko's talent, though? This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by
In
that?
other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In
room?
other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So, there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Dang, who would have thought that this huge warrior of a woman here could go down in seemingly such a simple way? Maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh wow, there's lots to look at. Let's just go from left to right. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. What is this down here? Well, first of all, oh, I guess it's all one object here. Proteinzyme X, Chema-2. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, she certainly did. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know, but still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A-2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. Oh, that's right, it did have protein powder in it. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Underneath the can, which means the can fell after the glass broke? So after we actually entered the room, maybe? Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on that maybe you'll have to load into a metaphorical gun to shoot metaphorical words. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how... Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I, by the way, am so in love with this investigation music. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Alright. Oh, the chair? Oh, that's the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. The rec room door has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright, jerkwad, what do you gotta say? What do you want? You're bothering me, go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better get going, or I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
however,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. So we can't look at the game on the table, eh?
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
Forgive me.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Wait, what? This is the first we're hearing about this. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aui's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But the fact that she had asked these three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. No. Yeah, we have more to examine over there, but what is he going to say about this? There's something I want to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do that? What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Why is that in yellow? Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. Thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. What have we learned? Don't leave a note for somebody. It's just gonna get tampered with. Alright, well, at least he didn't deny it, I suppose. This looks like some kind of wrapper. Oh, I was gonna say it looked like a handkerchief or something.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to... Uh-oh. You gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Wonder how that's gonna become of interest. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. Oh no, was the candy poisoned somehow? So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Byakuya...
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. The reason Sakura vomited blood. Oh wow, there's lots to look at over here on this side of the room. Let's look at these rose petals down here. Oh, sorry, shards of glass. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Well, yeah, clearly we can see it in that picture there. So someone hit her on the head with a bottle? Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a little Monokuma holding the knight chess piece. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Oh, well, there are bottles right here. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. I see they're all holding chess pieces. So we have a pawn, a rook, a bishop. What is that, the queen or king? I can't tell the difference between the king and the king most of the time. And we saw the knight on the floor. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles? Oh, that's right, they're bigger than the opening. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Yeah, but with the ship in the bottle, don't you have it collapsible and then raise it with the mast? I don't know how you do that with that little Monokuma figurine. Monokuma bottle has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little, really? The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Yeah. The shards of glass on the Monokuma figurine are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Maybe, but you know how things go at Danganronpa, where you think something's safe to say and it turns out to be absolutely incorrect. So in the next episode, friends, we're going to finish exploring the rec room. We still have to find out what that blood is doing over there by the magazine rack. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been and I'll continue to be Kip Icon as long as you friends continue to follow your drams. Bye!